you know, if I was to describe what I picked up at the Goodwill by the pound in the last couple of weeks, that description would be random junk, you know, just kind of random junk for the most part. Though I found some cool stuff. I'll be trying to front load all the miniature style stuff. But look at what I got first. Some Bob Ross made in Germany paintbrushes. These were part of the set, which of course, because it's Goodwill by the pound, the customers tore it apart and threw it everywhere. I got one of the little bits of oil paint, so I might use that later. But I was able to grab these paintbrushes, which obviously neither of them have been used. You know, not natural hair, perhaps not for, you know, miniature painting specifically, but I can certainly see using this fan blender on some sort of dry brushing or maybe a massive wet blending. So yeah, I thought that was neat. I found me one Mage Knight miniature. And it's of a robot with a kind of magical looking bazooka. I thought that was actually a pretty cool miniature, so I wasn't too disappointed that that was the only one I could find. I found this little plastic treasure chest, which intrigued me greatly. I could see maybe like this is like some sort of like magical trap in like a storm giant lair or a cloud giant lair or something like that. Just the right size to trap miniatures. So I figured that'd be a good like puzzle where if the player characters did the wrong thing, they would get trapped in the little thing there. I keep on finding the little bits from the Final Faction dollar store stuff. If you don't recognize that, this is from a dollar store toy accessory kit, and I already made some little monsters from this. So nice little textured bits there that are helpful. I don't know what else. I found a lot of weird stuff. Oh yes, another giant D6 to add onto the collection of D6s. I got these little, I found like maybe 2 of these. These are like little rock'em sock'em robot guys from a game, and if they get hit in a certain way, they kind of fall apart. These probably weren't very useful, but I saw them and I'm like, oh, that's cool. That has medieval looking guys, so and if you get hit, boom. I thought that was interesting. Maybe I'm just punchy. Some toy little Foo Lions there. These are flat with the bases that are, you know, kind of, these are meant to be clipped onto a wall thing. But I figured these would be good for like basing for a larger project. Some mini Mr. Potato Heads, which again might come in handy. And oh yeah, this is from that one board game, which it's called Forbidden Island, and I found 2 of the little treasures from the Forbidden Island, and these would both make excellent little D&D accoutrements, especially this little globe here, which is like kind of all neat. Yeah, that just looks like some sort of like, you know, cursed object and stuff. So always fun to find little bits like that that can be easily incorporated into games. I found some sort of Mecca Godzilla. If you missed my guest appearance over on MIB's channel, where I played a character who was annoying. Yeah, but this is a Mecca Godzilla, and I don't see any kind of markings on him. But he is actually, strangely enough, even though this is a tiny miniature figure, he actually does have some articulation, which is wild considering how small the miniature is. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to unclip or not, but yeah, that is really cool. I'm not sure what version of the Mecca Godzilla Kaiju this is, but this is pretty sweet. I like this a lot. I find Godzilla stuff every once in a while, so sadly I think somebody had like some sort of huge Godzilla collection, and yeah, they just kind of they got rid of it somehow, either passed away or someone did the thing. So, we got some random dinosaur bones. I thought these looked cool for like skeletal little bits. It's always nice to have skeletal bits like that. Perhaps I'll use them in an amalgamation monster one day. I found Lassie, which sadly is just a little bit too big for 28mm, but still might be able to fit in if it was with, like, you know, mostly, my collection is mostly board game stuff, so, yeah, so fun little bits like that are always cool. I found a bunch of Lego stuff, which I don't think I'm gonna bother showing you all. I'm looking at my stuff here. I got a bunch of Legos, a bunch of video game accoutrements, and this tube, which is lovely. This is the another Safari tube. I already had the dinosaur skull one, but this is just the prehistoric mammal skull one, which is really nice. So obviously some ready-made scatter terrain there of all sorts of skulls. I love the little saber-toothed cat skull there. All sorts of interesting skulls there. And you know what? I actually did a puzzle based on the Safari skulls in the past. Deckscape Fate of London. That's a board game adjacent, I guess. I found this lovely little bit of material here. At first I thought like this might be good to like kind of toss away, but then I realized like it has like little dragons on the outside. So, yeah. Could definitely use that as some sort of raised dais or dais. However you pronounce that. Oh yeah, hey, another tube thing. And I got some more bugs, which is just the insects tube. I love the giant ants that come in this, because you always need that. And of course, the giant praying mantis is always good if you want to get some bugs from the Fallout New Vegas thing. I found an iPhone. I just found a little iPhone. I don't think it's worth anything. I just thought it was funny. Oh yeah, these are the little cards from that Maze board game. I kind of regret buying this because the original board game was destroyed, but I thought these were so cool. I might be able to do something. I forget the name of the board game, but it's a Ravensburg game, and it had all these little maze pieces in it. Look, I finally found the mouse. It's been years. It's been years, but I found him! Finally! My long past is over. I found the mouse. I'm gonna do videos and video games last. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show this real quick. This is just like, you know, how lame is this? The fast food toy stuff. All they do nowadays is that they just do the little dumb... They just... It's so stupid. Like, look how absolutely dumb this little chibi guy is. I like the fact that he's got, like, a little, smashing action thing. Hey, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. But this is, like, brand new. And the person who got it didn't even take it out of the thing. They just immediately just, like, you know, got their McDonald's meals and then, like, just dropped it off the Goodwill by the pound. But Thor, Love and Thunder. This could be, like, a really cool toy. Instead of all this chibi stuff, which I honestly think people really are not interested in the chibi stuff. Like, I see so much of it, and I see people that are supposedly collecting it, but, yeah, I don't know. This is just so much. If you're considering what I'm doing, I'm just basically looking through the piles of random crap. I got some random cows and some geese. The geese were actually decent plastic, so I kind of wanted to do a fun craft with those. Not the Goose Hydra, but perhaps something even more horrific. And, yeah. The less said about that, the better. So I need plenty of geese, so I was glad to find these. Actually, I don't know if this is... This is definitely a goose. Yeah, these are all goose of various sorts. I think this is a duck. Anyways. What have you. And then I also found a tiny little... A teeny tiny little, what is it? I don't even know. Teeny tiny little T-Rex? Baby? Infant? I don't know. I thought that was pretty nice. What else? Get the clamps! Yeah, if you're doing crafting projects, for example, it shows right here, somebody's gluing together a toy car, so they get the clamps and clamp it down together so the glue will set. So yeah, these were just some old clamps still in the package, so I figure those would be helpful. Another random board game find. These very nice dice. Look at the sharpness on these. These are a high quality dice. Very shiny. Very nice. And if you'll notice, these actually aren't D6 at all. These are sneaky dice, which look like they're D6, but actually only go up to D4. So these are loaded D4 dice. So, I don't know. I like weird dice like this. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with these, but yeah. They have 2 2s, 2 3s, and then 1 1, and 1 4. So they're missing the 5 and the 6. So yeah, I don't know. Say maybe some sort of shenanigans during a game. I could curse somebody's D6s and give them the lesser D6. Oh, yeah, there we go. Here's the crimson oil paint. Now, of course, oil washes and stuff, as Black Magic Craft has been doing lately. You know, this might be something I could use for that. This seems like it's only been used like maybe once. So, yeah, Bob Ross stuff. Maybe in the future I will check that out. Let's see here, more cows and geese, and perhaps a duck. More fowl, to be sure. There's a whole bunch of these plastic blue things here, and these are made out of like plastic, so they look nice. I figure, like, you know, I think maybe I thought maybe there was some sort of like, I don't know. I forget why I picked these up. I had some idea for a puzzle that somehow would utilize these plastic blue things. They're very tough plastic, so. Oh yeah, this is something I got at a garage sale. I bought this Mr. Potato Head because I do have several of these. I want to do another project. I really kind of want to do like sort of like a steampunk looking version of the Potato Head Stomper. And this is one of the few times I could find the hat. For 50 cents, I was willing to buy the whole thing. Mr. Potato Head. And this was just a piece of stuff from Rocket League. Something. And it looked cool. It's got like some little, you know, something you could easily add to the table. We got a armless, another armless Skylander miniature. Wow, it doesn't really want an armless Skylander. This stuff, I don't know what this is. This is stamping ink. Violet. So this is stamping ink dye. I don't know what... It's acrylic, so it could possibly be used for some sort of use with painting miniatures. Alright, I think that's all the... Oh, no, wait, there's one more thing I wanted to cover in this video. I got a bunch of little miniatures. These are 172 scale miniatures from various European manufacturers. These are much smaller than D&D miniatures. But I figured I would buy them because, like, there was literally, like, an wall of these. I got these at the Savers. The $3.99 was the regular price. I had a sale on these. Then there wasn't a sale. I had a coupon on these. So I ended up getting a bunch of these. That seemed like I'd be able to use them for, you know, maybe bits or something. I don't know. There seemed to be a lot of, you know. So this is the Revell company. Now, I looked these up, and obviously these are not, you know, really... These are incomplete, and these really wouldn't be worth anything. But, yeah. I figure for roughly about $3 a box, it'd be worth it just to get a whole bunch of little tiny bits that I could use. Even if I can't use the figures proper, there's all sorts of stuff you can do with, like, tiny little bits like this. So, I was interested in seeing what I could do in terms of creatively using these little guys. Oh yeah, and here we go. Here's another weird ink product that I found. This is Adirondack Alcohol Ink. So I think this is like non-porous stuff. So I think this is the kind of stuff that you use for like glass and stuff like this. I think it specifically was talking a lot about how it's good for like transparent materials and non-porous materials. So I'm assuming this is stuff that is specifically used for dyeing translucent materials. I'll have to look this up. It's called Adirondack Alcohol Ink. It's acid-free. And yeah. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can use this with something. Which I don't know if I'll be able to, but that seemed very interesting, so I decided to grab it. Whoa. Careful now. This is one of the very few times when nostalgia really kind of led me to get something. And this was How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. This is a book that I borrowed from a friend back in the day once when I was trying to do my own little dumb comics that were not very good. And yeah, just a nostalgic thing, I guess. I found a brand new copy of Stephen King, The Institute. Like, never even read. It was just kind of beat up because it was thrown in with the rest of the books. Yeah, I don't even know. I've not read Stephen King books on a regular basis for a while now. And then I found the free comic book day for the Buffy comic book. Yeah, alright. Oh yeah, and the Orcs book. This is a book that I've seen in the store, like, a lot. So I don't know if Stan Nichols is, like, a good author, but I don't know. It's just a book that I've seen. I've always mistaken this for a Warhammer book, but it's not. So, I don't know. It's got decent reviews. Anyone who goes through the trouble of producing a book and then has it manufactured with a weird color on the side, I almost want to kind of give it a chance. Oh yes! And I completely forgot this lovely thing here. The Electropathic Vessel. Which is completely useless, but at the same time, yeah. Yes, it's one of those weird things that you see in the... When you go in elementary school to the science museum, you do the little lightning ball thing. It's one of those, but with like a part built into the thing, which actually is not connected to the sphere. So, yeah. It's pretty cool. But, yeah. I figured... I saw this in the glass section of the Goodwill by the pound. This is not something I would normally buy, but it kind of looks cool, so I figure I would use it in a video. and just have it sitting, you know, just having kind of sitting in the background of a video one of these days. Yeah. All right. Oh, we even have more stuff. This is a collection. I'm just going to get all this stuff out of the way. Labels. Dynamo label. I have no idea if these are still good or not. They might not be, but they might be. Arms and wings and faces. I was going to have the arms come out of a base. It'd just be like grasping claws or something like that. And the wings. You never know when you're going to need to get some wings, I guess. I got a partial thing of the Safari mini tube of mythical creatures, which includes a griffin, which is a lovely painted griffin, and a chimera style thing, and then a minotaur. Minotaur. So yeah, these are just from the Safari mini tubes. This is just the mythology one. Chimera's cool. I really like the griffin. Griffin kind of looks like a small griffin. Give me a little baby or juvenile griffin. And I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of the minotaur, but it's still pretty cool looking minotaur. So fun little stuff there. Piece of wall here. That's just to put in the base of an upcoming project. I've been trying not to buy so much random stuff, which is funny considering all of this, but I really want to try to utilize everything that I find from now on. Except for this. I bought this literally just to mock how bad it was. So, yeah. And speaking of Safari, we've got some Papo stuff. Yes, for $3.99, $1 a piece, we got a bunch of the Animal Men from Papo. Which they're missing their weapons. But, yeah, I really like the dragon guy. The dragon guy is a pretty sweet miniature. And can you take that out? You can take that out. Can you hold that? He's got to be able to hold that, right? Maybe he's not meant to hold it. I don't know. It's weird to have him just sitting there holding nothing. I looked this up. He's supposed to be holding like a sword, but yeah. These Papo guys, some of these are very, very nice miniatures. The paint job on this guy is pretty great. I mean, obviously, nothing to write home about, but still, the amount of colors and the detail is pretty cool. So, again, way too big for most uses of D&D stuff, but I do enjoy using weird miniatures for weird stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to use this for something, maybe not. I got no clue. I got 4 of them. So, yeah, if nothing else, then these cool toys are going to be donated to a kid who will have fun messing around with them, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. And this guy's got 3 weapons. Okay. The ram... Okay. The ram guy, clearly, somebody gave him too many weapons. One of these weapons belongs to one of these other guys. But, yeah, that's... Yeah, look at that armor and stuff. Now, I don't quite understand how something like this is $20 retail, and yet WizKids is selling a miniature that's much smaller than this. It does not have nearly the number of painting steps that this has, and yet the MSRP on that is $40. That I don't understand. A block of shiny rock. All right, finally, And I believe I have everything separated. Let us go through very quickly ye old video games and movies. We found the Titanic, the Lost Mission, Windows 95 game. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but you know what? I love crappy games. I love crappy PC games. A game that's not crappy is Warcraft, Orcs and Humans for MS-DOS. I'm pretty sure this would not work, but you know, I'm going to try to make it work regardless. The GameCube, MLB Slugfest, mint condition. Well, not mint condition, obviously, but incomplete condition, and the disc is in mint condition. The case, of course, is very beat up. We have Xbox Live Arcade compilation disc. This is one of those weird ones where it's just like, oh yeah, like not everybody might have like. This is like letting people know what kind of games were on Xbox Live, I think. It's got a version of Pac-Man Championship Edition on it, which is... I want to see if this would actually still work. Obviously, I think it probably would. 99 Nights. Massive battles. 1,000,000 enemies. And of course... Game of the Year Skyrim for PlayStation 3. Blu-ray disc of Skyrim. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, I don't think this... I think this is the plain version of Skyrim. This isn't even, like, the legendary version or anything. That's just the regular version. Ugh. And something more interesting... Final Fantasy Anthology on the PlayStation 1. Do not know how this got through to the Goodwill by the pound, but obviously the one disc is in immaculate condition. The other one I'll have to see if it's going to work or not. I think it's just... yeah, I think that's just actually... I think that's basically going to be fine. But, yeah. Final Fantasy Anthology. A very nice find, I might say. And the other one where the discs are kind of in more beat-up condition is the Final Fantasy Chronicles with Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger. Yeah. Boy, yeah. I remember playing that on emulators in college. And playing Chrono Trigger on emulation in college. Yeah. Hopefully I can get those discs to work. I regret the fact that I'm not in a situation where I have any kind of dang old disc cleaner anymore. It's a bit of a shame. 007 Quantum of Solace, a game that I always wanted to play on the PlayStation 3. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Look at that. And this disc is immaculate as well. It's another complete PlayStation 3 game to add to my ever-growing collection of PlayStation 3 games. And then finally, for the video games, if you can believe it or not, I got Shadow Warrior for the PlayStation 4. That's right. A PlayStation 4 game in the Goodwill by the pound. So I probably paid the equivalent of roughly maybe 15, 20 cents for this. Immaculate disc. It's definitely going to work. So, yeah. Shadow Warrior. That is a wild find out in the wild. Especially because, like, I'm not spending all day at the Goodwill by the pound anymore. So, yeah. Oh, let's just do some honorable mentions of the old stuff that I found in terms of things. You know what I love? I love finding the codes like this one for one of the newer Jumanji movies. It worked. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Code worked. So I got that in my digital account. Bingo, bango, bingo. Wizards. This is a Ralph Bakshi movie. And I've always been, like, this has always been kind of a wonky movie. Because there's certain things that I like about this movie and other things that are, like, kind of weird. But you know what? I'm glad I have the DVD. This is actually something I'm going to keep in my collection. A lot of these, by the way, are ones that I don't keep in my collection. A lot of these are ones that I will simply watch and then donate to the local public library. A sealed copy of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which is always one of those movies I saw as a very little kid, and I probably should watch as an adult. Alien Covenant? I don't even remember which one this one is. Who? What? Alien Covenant? What? I have no idea which one this is. I don't know if this is any good or not. I have no clue. I'll have to see. The Muppet Show. This is just a 25th anniversary collection of the Best of the Muppet Show, with Alice Cooper as a guest in the Muppet Show. Sure, why not? The Abyss Special Edition, back when they would do these massive special editions for movies. Again, a movie I watched as a small child, and maybe I should watch it as an adult. True Detective. Yeah, the first season of True Detective. Yeah. And this is the DVD version of it. Yeah. Always heard good things about this show. Yeah. Yup. Willow! Apparently, a sequel to this movie is coming out. That is wild. But yeah, for a while, you couldn't find this. Back in like 2000... I want to say 2007? For some reason, the DVD of Willow is like very hard to find. Labyrinth. I believe I found a copy of this before. Yeah. Superman Returns, yet another kind of forgotten movie. I think I found a copy of that before. Definitely want to check that out. Immortals 3D. Apparently a terrible movie. But you know what? I want to check it out. And I just realized this light has turned off. So yeah, we'll have to see. Immortals 3D. Apparently a terrible movie. In mint condition. I don't think the person who got this even watched it. It's got that... Remember when they were doing that thing where they did the weird, like, digital copy that has, like, the actual disc for the digital copy? What a dumb idea. Like, that was, like, after... It was also Percy Jackson and Olympians Late... I think I must have grabbed that by accident, because I have no interest in watching that. What do we got here? Chappelle Show. Woo woo woo. Chappelle Show. Whoa. No comment on his current political beliefs or whatever, but Chappelle Show was an excellent skit comedy show, which yeah. This is the Blu-ray version of Planet Earth, and apparently I picked up the DVD version of Planet Earth and the Blu-ray version of Planet Earth. Apparently, I don't know. I guess I just wanted Planet Earth. I guess I don't understand why I picked up both of those. A movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds that I've never heard about before. Life. I have no idea. This is like, I don't know when the heck this was made or anything. But how bizarre is it you just find these random movies that you've never even heard of before, yet look kind of interesting? Sort of seems like a sci-fi movie, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna check it out. We got a sealed copy of Get Out. The skit comedy show, I remember seeing some good skit comedy stuff coming out of Jordan Peele. So I don't know. And then Nicolas Cage and Mandy. I don't know anything about this movie other than this is, I think, the dawn of just the weird Nicolas Cage thing where he's just like, again, doing movies attempting to pay off his thing. So I don't understand what's going on with this. But I'm going to check this out. And then finally, we'll end on an interesting note. The Star Wars Clone Wars Volume 1 and Volume 2. One, I don't know much about these. Kept on hearing they're good. I will have to see for myself. And you know what? That is it. So that is a massive haul. A very large haul of stuff from the last couple weeks of stopping off. Oh yeah! I can't believe I forgot it. The original 20th Century Fox release of Star Wars. I got this even though I have the DVDs that have the original release, but this looked like in such good condition that, like, you know, I think this might be the last VHS release before they released the special editions. So, yeah. I was happy enough to pick this up. It seemed interesting. I think this is the last VHS release before the release of the special editions. But, yeah. I have no interest in dealing with the special editions, so... yeah, a bunch of stuff. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you checked out my little guest appearance on Monster Island Buddies. Yeah, a lot of cool, absolutely random crap. But you know what? Some good stuff in here, though, too. It wasn't all garbage. There was some cool stuff in here. Thanks for watching the video. I will check you out later. Again, we're going to be doing crafting, including crafting using all this stuff, including a very special craft using our little goose friends here. I've got big plans for you, little goose friend. I've got big, big plans. Oh, yeah.